He had
Yeah.
microphone issues,
Listen.
so we have to wait. Let's get to a new segment. I don't know if I'll be able to do it with all of you guys on here.
Weather report number 2.
No, it is not weather report number 2. It is, in fact, a new segment. Everyone knows the news that happened over the weekend that they announced the new flags for Salt Lake City.
Oh, that's good.
Ugly.
Okay. So right now, if you guys look on your screen, you can see the current flag, which is also behind me on my left. Okay. I love this flag. I love that it shows what computers could do in 1994. Okay. It shows of a time period. Okay. I love it. Now, also, Clay, I didn't realize this. Did you know about this flag?
Yeah, my friend Kyle sent me that, I didn't realize that was the file that was the flag that MS Paint got its name on. Like, that was shown in all the MS Paint conferences. Like, this is how it's done.
Are you serious? I mean,
no, I'm just
because I was going to say this. I was like,
take me to the MS Paint conference. I want to go right now.
If you look it up, that was the flag from like the 60s on.
It was a flag until Rocky
came along. Yeah, until Rocky came out. Now, here are the proposed flags. Okay, here's all the new proposed flags. Okay,
Right.
and they look so great. I mean, some are a lot are Denver-esque. I will say, I'm gonna go ahead on the record and say a lot of them are Denver-esque.
Well, I mean, you could say Salt Lake City is Denver-esque if you want to.
Well, they always come on. They're not gonna be started.
Wait, is that top left a B?
It is just a B. We'll not get.
You guys
into
want
it.
to see my entry?
Yes.
This.
Oh, wow,
How do you have
dude,
that?
Club Bongo.
Jesus Christ!
How did you get that?
Good Lord.
You know, Paul Heath, the noted Utah artist.
All right, Michael
He made
Mack,
me
we
that.
all know who fucking Paul Heath is, okay? So shut the fuck
He
up.
made me that because I have a dog named Bongo.
Oh, man.
You've got the greatest
All
stuff.
the cool shit.
Favorite.
You got the best stuff, Michael Mack. All right, so everyone here, I thought it was time. I wanted to show the flags I submitted that did not get picked up by the city of Salt Lake to make it to the finalists. So let me go through the flags I made. You'll notice I maybe go for a hyper-realism as opposed to a straight-up design because it's funnier that way. But this first one, I will show you what says Salt Lake City more than Super Del Sanche and Crown Burger. So my first flag would be Super Del Sanchez eating a Crown Burger at a Crown Burger. Just put that on a flag and see that.
Oh, my God.
I mean, come on. That's Salt Lake. That says it right there.
Yep.
This next
I
one.
feel like
If you could have Super Del on an ultra glide thing, you know, like
Yeah, when he got arrested in Vegas. This is the first one. The next one.
Just threaten people with guns. He wouldn't shoot them just for the sake of accuracy.
I thought that he would put the gun away for the flag. I thought he would just eat. I think we'll just keep it very simple. The next one is a very popular. If you've lived in Salt Lake, I don't know if they're around for you, Bradford, but I just was like, why don't we just go ahead and take those Cosmopolitan magazine contains porn billboards you saw all over the place for a couple of years. Why don't we just make that the flag? So Cosmopolitan magazine contains porn, CosmoHurtsKids.com, an actual billboard around Salt Lake for quite some time.
I support that effort.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, it was a.
I feel like that would be more of a state flag. I like the design though.
That's true. It's true. It's pretty.
Go to CosmoHurtsKids.com for more information about your state flag.
Yeah, and also Salt Lake City. The next one.
Can I back you up to Super Del for just a second?
Yes, please. Let's go back one.
My brother, my twin brother, is a public defender, and he once represented Super Del before he got his computer biz going because he was making pipe bombs.
Of course he was. You know what I mean? Like, of course this fucking guy's doing that shit.
Pipe bombs to computers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't understand me.
His original company was Totally Awesome Pipe Bomb. And didn't take off, which is why it's important to be persistent.
Way more illegal. Way more illegal.
Guys, Cosmo Hurts Kids. This site is temporarily unavailable.
Oh, man. Well,
they had enough money to buy billboards, and now they
spent it
can't
all-
even run a website.
Yeah, they spent it all on billboards. All right, the next one.
I think the kid that Cosmo is hurting is now an adult. So,
and that's because the porn's now on the internet, so they're not worried about magazines anymore.
Right. It's all right there. Okay. Here's the next one. The next one I will show you, gentlemen. I thought, we all know one of the biggest moments in the history of Salt Lake City was the Great Flood of 1983. Well, I thought, why not we put the flood on there, but let's replace it with the true water of Utah and Salt Lake. That's why I repurposed the photo of the Great Salt Lake flood, but it's all fry sauce. So instead of a flood of water, it's a flood of fry sauce. So we put,
oh man, Schlegel, I really appreciate all the work you put into this week's program with the weather report, now the fry sauce flood.
We ain't done. This is just the beginning.
Oh,
it's just the fucking beginning.
This is like a 3-hour bit.
Oh no.
We have 3,000 more flags to go through.
It's like
keep it down.
Life
Advance
gives you
the
lemon,
slide.
you make lemonade. When life gives you a flood, you make fry sauce.
You make fry sauce, all right? And all right.
I mean, the floodwater kind of does have a fry sauce hue to it.
Well, I mean, I tried hewing it, and then I was like, no. So then I just took fry sauce and actually put it on there. So anyway, 1983, but a flood of fry sauce instead. The next one, everyone remembers the cuddly, lovable characters that were the mascots. Do you remember the actual mascots for the 2002 Winter
Coal,
Olympics?
copper, and buttfuck.
And that's the, which comes into the next one. I was like, why don't we take powder?
Copper
coal?
wasn't one. Dude.
Yes, copper was one. It was.
I'm joking.
So we have the other one was powder, copper, and coal. Why don't we have the characters from the 2002 Olympics going to the sun trap? So we have them there, just going into the sun trap.
Going to a
just
Furby night. It's Furby Olympic night at the sun
listen.
trap.
The bear was going to get in there no matter what. It's the other two animals you had to worry about. Hello. All right, everybody. The next one. Now, out of the proposed flags that you saw earlier, I actually am partial. Let me get rid of these things. I'm actually partial to this super simple one they chose.
Oh, you like the Salt Lake one, huh?
No, just salt and lake. Why not? It's beautiful. So I say, why not?
Because it's a huge faux pas to say Salt Lake. You got to say Salt Lake City, man.
Right, and you're right. And producer Rob did a great job and showed that there are many different communities and groups that already have this flag.
Yes.
So I thought, why not add one extra element that truly makes this better? That truly makes it better. And I thought it's got
city, the other city besides New York City, Kansas City.
Where it says city.
I'm gonna say city.
Heber City.
Yeah, there's a lot.
We want to be on the upper echelons at Heber City. Thanks for blowing the momentum on that one, by the way. So we got the flags going here, and I thought, what's not?
Move that conspiracy out of the water. Go ahead.
What's not the most identifying thing? It just is missing one thing. Do you remember when the Angel Moroni lost its trumpet or its horn?
That was at the beginning of the quarantine.
So why not take, after the earthquake, why not take that Angel Moroni and put the brick pants from the Gilgal Gardens on the Angel Moroni and then take out the trumpet, and instead of the trumpet or the horn or whatever, you put a bottle of Lev beer in the hands.
Hell yeah.
So
the Urban Lounge flag, I love it.
Yeah, there you go. So here you have it, the Angel Moroni with brick pants and a bottle of Lev. My number one choice. That was not.
Because isn't Prague our sister city, actually?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And by the way,
I met a Czech film director.
Name drop.
And
Humble
he
brag.
never heard of that. Like, it doesn't exist in the Czech Republic. Like, they must just have a different name or it's rebottled because it's supposed.
No, it's a super small brewery in the Czech. It's not a major. Lev is not a major.
They export
there was some expos. There were not expose. There was some feature story about that deconstructs why Lev made it so big in Salt Lake City, and it just had to do with a purchasing person at the DABC that liked this beer or juiced the beer in, and it took off. It was one of the biggest selling.
I wish cardboard could be in liquid form.
Man, imagine being that guy.
Reason Boingo Boingo is so big in Salt Lake. There's no reason to explain it. They're just big.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan Bradford could talk about that all day long.
Oingo Boingo.
Oingo Boingo was my first concert.
Yes. And I bet Michael Mack was at it at the Delta Center.
Yeah.
I mean, with the same hat on. And also in the Airstream. He parked it in the middle of the Delta Center floor.
Is that a Bambi or what you got? You got 14, 15 feet there? What do you got?
It's a look on the outside. Hold on.
What is that fucking Bambi over there? What are you, fucking Airstream aficionado? Is this you been holding out on us, Clay?
Sovereign.
That's a Sovereign. Ooh, a Sovereign.
Sovereign.
So it's MSRP comes in hot at 125K.
Well,
By the way,
now.
producer Rob is producing right now. He was like, send me the email and I'll make a Google Doc like you suggested, Clay. And now
Yeah,
he's doing it.
Rob listens. Rob listens.
You know,
to reason.
I know flags are supposed to be simple, but all those choices are really. It's back to the computer designed flag. They're really kind of boring.
Right. Wait.
The Sego Lily was. I like the Sego Lily.
Oh, let me go back.
Come
Let me go back
on.
to this one. Let me go back to the proposed.
The Sego Lily's just fine.
First of all, the only one matters is the
They're just
Gilgal.
doing their own like flag renewal effort, and they're taking in contributions from everybody across the country. So should we pitch this out to people?
I mean,
Is
the
this
Gilgal Gardens one is going to go down as the greatest, not just Salt Lake City flag, greatest flag of all time.
It's a great
So,
idea.
I hate to say the competition's over. Whoever wants second place, by all means, they can go for it. But the Gilgal Garden brick pants.
Brick
I
Man.
mean, I agree, but
Yes.
unless Don Joe can pull some strings and get that, I think it's going to be one of these 8 finalists.
I think you're right. I don't know. I'll be.
we need to apply Don Joe to more bigger projects than the 11
Meanwhile,
listeners you get on the
Sego-
Polyester Blend.
If
Right.
you would work with a fabric company, you could start making brick pants.
That's true.
That would
Maybe
totally work.
that's what we need, Michael Mack. That's our first Polyester Blend swag is brick
Brick
pants.
pants.
Ooh.
So here's how my thought process would work.
Everyone's been waiting, Jeremy. Go ahead.
The 3 with the mountains are the 3 mountains, like that's very Denver, way too cliche. Insta-cut is my opinion there.
Instacut. Oh, the 3 star with a star with Salt Lake
3
City.
with the 3 that have there are 3 that have this just
The double line.
You want to do the
double line.
mountains because I think the strongest one that does have mountains is the one that has the star on the left hand side, which details where Salt Lake's position is in the county on the Wasatch Front. That's the only one that is acceptable to me from the
This
mountain
one,
perspective.
this one, Clay.
it is unique.
Yeah.
That's the best of the ones with the mountains.
That's the best of the ones you hate. Okay, keep going.
Well,
One
I'm
minute.
just saying, like, I don't think it's aesthetically unpleasing. I just feel like mountain shape, very
What about-
obvious.
You're
That
going with 3
that
peaks.
weird
Why not
Denver flag has the 3 mountains.
tithing bank?
What is that?
What was that?
What? Michael Mack?
Tithing bank.
What are you doing?
I don't know what's happening over.
He's just saying the tithing bank. You
Yeah.
have to. That's a
A tithing
deep
bank would be
10%
very good.
admissions.
Right.
Put your money in 3 slots.
The tithing banker is probably the makes most sense. I know that. I wish Nick Faulkner, a graphic designer, who I talked about this with. I don't know why he can't jump on right now.
He must be busy.
I don't know if
He
he's
might
busy.
be too busy designing clues.
That's a pretty outlandish thing. That's a pretty outlandish thing to say. But he had some comments. He was all anti-B. He was like, I think, and maybe if he was here, he could speak for himself. But I believe he was like, "Fuck that B." Doesn't like the B.
No, the bee's not good. And the honey.
It's clever.
Oh,
It's like a
If we
maker
take-
tweet
If we
Etsy.
take the fuck mountain contingent and the fuck beat contingent,
That
then we've
leaves
got
Salt Lake
3
and the Sego Lily. That's all that's left.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't like the
I like the
7-pointed
Sego
star.
Lily.
I
don't
think
like
what
the
they
7
should do is hire Trent Harris to come up with something.
Oh no, Trent. I mean,
And just let it just approve it sight unseen.
Yeah,
Boom.
well, Trent would take a blurred. Trent would take a blurred photo of the floor of Dixon Dixie's and be like, "All right, that looks good." And I love Trent Harris. Don't get me wrong. I love the man. Anyway,
What is the
Put a
thought
set of
process
music,
on the
man.
7-point star? Was that explained by someone ever?
Yeah, I've heard an explanation and 2 unofficial explanations. The 7-pointed star represents either the 7 council districts in the city, or the 7 canyons that drain into the Jordan River into the valley.
yeah, but why does the rest?
It's
of
open
it-
for interpretation.
Listen.
Or the 7 clues.
Guys, I'm gonna design a flag during the next music break. And
Oh!
we can.
The challenge, the gauntlet. Anyone
I'll
else?
design one too.
Yes.
We'll all reconvene with our
Yes.
flags.
Let's play. I'm gonna play. Let's do our next music segment, Clay. Do you want
The
to-
7-pointed star also might represent a butthole. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's go. Let's go to the
Let's
break.
go to the break. All right, next ones we're doing. This next one's all.